Okay, we are recording. And hi, everyone. Welcome to Houdini Battle. My name is Deborah Isaac. And, and I am an educator. I teach at Drexel University, also founder of Houdini.School and co-host of Los Angeles Houdini User Group. With Justin Dykhouse. Justin and Remy are our commentators today. Justin, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Justin Dykhouse. I'm a Houdini generalist at Magnopus, downtown LA, and proud co-host of the LA Houdini user group with Deb, and just a Houdini enthusiast in general. I'm looking forward to a great battle today.
Great. And Remy?
I'm a FX developer at Method Studio, and I've been using Houdini for about 10 years now as an artist and pipeline.
Awesome. And now I'm going to introduce the players. Peter.
Hi guys, my name is Peter Claes, and I am an expert technical artist at Infinity Ward currently. Before that was effects supervisor at the Mill. Before that was at Method Studios as well, working on effects. I've got over a decade of Houdini experience, and I am ready to battle.
Alvaro.
Hey guys, my name is Alvaro. I'm from Brazil, and I'm a freelancer. I'm a freelancer since 2013, I guess. And I've been working with Houdini since version 15. So it's not a long time ago, but it's good enough.
And Kevin.
Hey guys, Kevin. I started doing 3D like 10, 12 years ago, and I freelanced for a long time. And then I picked up Houdini back around 15.5, like right when that came out, and then I got hired at Buck. So I'm working as a technical artist at Buck, transitioning into technical director. So that's where I am.
Moeen.
Yo, so I'm Moeen Sayed. I'm a visual effects artist from South Africa, co-founder of 9between, South African visual effects studio, and yeah, I've been creating Houdini tutorials for a little bit now. That's mainly what I've been focusing on, apart from commercial work. And yeah, I've been using Houdini for about 4 years, and then Blender for 3 before that. So yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Okay, so for our themes, we have surreal, geometric, shattered, art deco, and kawaii.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Kawaii,
I want that one really bad. Then succulent, crystals, butterfly, chia pet, and food are the objects. Okay.
I don't even know what's chia pet.
You're gonna have to Google it. You're gonna have to.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna need some random seeds from the audience now.
But not from Peter for once.
Yeah, so for once. Okay, Paul is giving us 28. That's for the objects. And then
Paul gave us
no,
28.
for the themes. That was the themes. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, okay, Paul, you can't have 2 random seeds. Anyone else? Anyone
Somebody
else?
put a number.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
I love this
Stefan.
as this is being done in Houdini. It's just so cool.
So thematic.
Okay.
But let's see, it crashes. It's not that cool.
It's not-
Okay.
Oh
So
man.
here we go. Roll the dice.
Oh, thank God.
Geometric.
Okay, so it's not exact. I have to do this is between chia pet and food. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah, go for food.
You just re-roll.
Okay,
Reroll.
reroll. Okay. I'll
Just do the opposite. 99966.
I'll do 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll start again. I mean, sorry, 5, 4, 6 from Sling Zag. And basically, it's just like whatever we can see the best. It was going to be the winner. 5, 4, 6.
Didn't we have geometric last battle though?
That was angular.
Oh.
I guess it's kind of
How'd
similar.
you know that?
Geopet.
Geopet.
know what's
Okay,
Geopet.
geometric Geopet. You're gonna have to Google that. Okay, it's not as bad as you think. I swear.
It's going to be fun.
Gonna have to get creative with this one. I think.
I almost Googled geometric Geopet. I think that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, those things. Oh, okay. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, cool.
Good. You can get creative, colors with everything. Okay. So now I want all the players to share your screens.
Alrighty.
Cool.
All the players share screens. And okay, good. Now set your. Now we're going to get the timers going. On your marks, get set and go. Start your timers, everyone.
Plus the 5 seconds for Kevin.
I'm gonna mute and turn headphones off.
Okay.
I had never heard of Geopet before.
Yeah,
Now
me
I
neither.
see.
Maybe it's an American thing.
Yeah, actually, I've seen that before, but I
You didn't know what it was
the name in
called?
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, this one's tough. Some modeling going
Sorry
on.
about that. Yeah.
I think
All
that's
right,
a really good
okay.
theme for Houdini. Probably we'll have some good procedural geometry going in there.
And it's a mix of sort of soft shapes of the fuzzy plants, and then the angular or geometric shape too. So be fun to see where people take this.
Yeah, and I guess the pot or whatever it's called, it can be anything.
Yeah. I mean, you could also make it different colors. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be green. It doesn't have to be green.
You could do a Baby Yoda one if that's your thing.
A geometric Baby Yoda.
I wonder if a Baby Yoda is hard to model.
Depends how
Quite
geometric
round.
you go. It's just a sphere.
A sphere with two triangles.
Yeah. I got it.
So this is in the early part of these challenges. A lot of time people are looking up a reference. I think in this case, a couple of the participants are probably looking up a little bit more detail on exactly what a Geopet is. They are still around. I've seen them you see them in drugstores and stuff like that. It's basically a little pot. You put some paste on it that's got seeds in it. You put the water in the pot, and the terracotta kind of leaches the water through and grows the plants, and they turn into like a little fuzz on top of the pot.
Is it microgreens?
Yeah, it is. I actually don't know what the plant is, but it predates microgreens. I feel like Geopets are from the early 80s or something like that. But in this case, we've got people jumping right into Houdini. Let's see. I'm looking at Alvaro's screen right now.
All right, let's have a look at Alvaro.
I'll give it a try on that big head.
Oh yeah, pig head. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'll go for the simple stuff, you know.
It makes sense.
And make some peach fuzz and a pot out of it, probably. Why
Have
not?
a goatee on the pig, you know.
You know, this is an interesting one because the brief seems a little bit more narrow, and it's narrow to interpret than some of them. So we'll see sort of a little bit more of everybody's execution rather than just everybody's conception. It's cool. Let's see.
So it looks like Alvaro is just painting the areas he wants the peach fuzz on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually that node doesn't work for me. And first time I'm like trying to paint, it doesn't work. Then you reopen the node, you press enter, and you're like, oh, that works now. And
yeah, I always forget to hit enter myself. I'm like, oh,
Does
this
have
used
to
to
be
work.
animated or static is fine?
Whatever you want.
you can do whatever you want.
Most people do static, but hey, you know.
Animation tends to do better. Just
Actually,
FYI.
you know, we Chris Rutledge did some animated, the animated alien music thing.
A few people have done animation.
And same, you can do renders or not. So you can do anything.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he's painting in an attribute. Again, that's going to sort of define where the fuzz is going. So he's painting an attribute onto the geometry of the pig head using the attribute paint node. And then he's going to take that mask that was painted, the default name of the mask that gets painted, and turning it into something a little bit more useful using a group expression node.
Converting to primitives, and now we have some primitives that are selected to have some pitch fuzz on.
Okay,
He's looking very stylish.
very nice. Pig's got a faux hawk. It's
Yep.
good.
Or yeah, we'll see.
Should we have a
Go ahead,
look at what Kevin is going for?
Sure. Yeah, let's see Kevin.
There's already a lot of scattering going on.
Yeah, looks like there's some scattering of lines onto some blocks.
So there's a geometric shape. So he made some kind of cubes with booleans. So he probably made a bunch of cubes with animate, just change the scale of each cube and mash them together and boolean them to have a single shape.
And then it looks like he's scattering points and copying lines to them, but he's just scattering onto the faces that point upward. Easy enough to do. Just basically say, okay, only scatter onto geometry if it has a normal that points upward. Very cool. Good way to start with a sort of a grooming or a hair workflow. And it looks, Kevin's computer, unless I'm seeing some lag or something, it looks a little bit chunky. So there might be something heavy in those, in the copying he's doing. Maybe the points have a lot of, or the lines have a lot of points in them or something.
It just has a really slow computer like me.
It could be.
No, I got some good stuff in here.
Yeah, he's like, I just built this computer. It better not be slow.
No way I would build this computer like right now. That would be way too expensive.
Yeah. But see, again, since there's such a few different ways to do things as there is with just about everything in Houdini, this particularly narrow brief is kind of interesting to see, just to see the variety of ways of tackling it that are even in this very small sort of description of a project, of a problem, I guess, to solve. So I'll be interested to see. Some people are going to be using Vex, some people are going to be using FOPs, some people, you know, maybe growing, doing a grooming workflow. Yeah, I'm curious.
So what Kevin is doing right now is, so he's adding a curve view attribute, which is a UV from the beginning to the end of a curve. And he's just applying a noise that's just not going to be applied at the root and will be applied more to the tip. So now we can see the result. That looks like a small horse to me.
Chia horse.
But yeah, now he can just change the noise, and he can just choose whatever which noise he likes.
And because of that curve view attribute, it's influencing it more, like you're saying, at the tip than at the root. So it appears to be sort of hair rooted in place.
And also, if he wants to change the number of points on his curve, it won't affect. But it will look probably better if he has more points, well, more detailed. But it's not going to mess up.
It's not going to break.
Quick question.
Yes.
I was paying attention, right? And the topic is geometric chia pet.
Yes.
Okay, great. I don't want to get like 30 minutes in, and then you're like, what is he doing? Okay, cool.
He's going a very different way with it.
He's very different approach. Kawaii food.
Should
Yeah,
we
that
actually
was what
have
I
a look
wanted,
at
but-
Moeen?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at Moeen's. Oh, okay. Now that is looking like a pet.
It looks like it's a cute pet. That's
Yes.
really
Yeah.
cute. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
And it looks like, so a couple of different shapes kind of all sort of placed together, maybe going to be merged at some point to be watertight, but for now, just kind of like hanging out, making sure he's got the shapes right and everything. And I see a little bit of beveling on the edges too.
So it's not beveling. You can see the
No?
poly wire.
It says poly
Oh.
bevel.
Yeah, I got a little bevel going.
there you
That's
go.
just for a bit of visualization, because yeah, I'm still not sure about the shape. Yes, how do you do triangles? Why am I struggling with triangles?
Don't we all?
Everybody save.
That's my job description.
35 minutes, everyone.
Oh no. That's the 3.
The shortest 45 minutes of the week. Yeah.
The longest are in dailies. Remember?
Yeah, true. All right, so getting down to some modeling, sort of point-based modeling. I'll be interested to see what he's doing here. Again, some more like some people are going to be doing custom stuff. Some people are going to be doing generative stuff. It's really cool. One of the things that I like so much about Houdini is there's different ways to tackle just about every problem. And
it's showing that the problem. I think the problems I have with the edit node, it's not that easy to grasp. How you're supposed to select things and unselect. I think I could just keep pressing S and then it reselects, so you don't have to click anything, and you're able to move points around without having to click somewhere. But it's not obvious.
Yeah, I think poly modeling is a lot of delicate work with the left hand. There's a lot of like shortcuts you can do to select different tools and stuff, and it helps to be like super comfortable with those. And then I instantly forget them all. So I do like one thing, and then I don't do it again for a couple of days, and I've forgotten everything.
That's one of the things that are not as good in Houdini. And just poly modeling is still something that's a bit difficult to do. Let's see if they add new tools in Houdini 19 for that.
Yeah, let's work again.
And should we have a look at Peter?
Okay, let's see what Peter Claes has got for us. He's helpfully put his name on the screen. Appreciate that.
Just in case.
Very easy for us to tell who we're looking at.
And he actually, he's like if you see the name of his file, it's actually called Peter Files. I don't know if you guys have seen IT Crowd, but there's a joke about that name.
About Peter Files?
Well, that's
I see. Now that I say it out loud, I got you. It's playing with fire. Peter Fire. Now, folks who maybe haven't watched all the Houdini battles, and shame on you if you haven't, Peter kind of dominated a few of the early battles. I think he's still in the lead for the most wins of Houdini battles. So it's good to see him
also that we stopped having people doing multiple battles in a row.
Yeah, we had to put term limits in place because of Peter's winning streak. But I think if he was ever in danger, this is the crew to put him in danger. I think we've got a lot of heavy hitters here.
Yeah, I love the speed.
He's fast with his bobs.
He is fast.
I don't use bobs anymore, so it's really amazing to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to follow everything that he's doing in real time here. Maybe he'll sort of walk us through some of it later. But again, for those who are maybe new to Houdini, VFX is an environment, another modular environment inside of Houdini, which is already a modular environment that allows you to kind of connect up nodes to build code.
Yeah, it looks like he's using the dot product to create a gradient and then controlling
he's just
the ramp.
Choosing a direction, and depending on that direction, he's coloring some stuff.
Gotcha. And he might be getting fall off there too. Is that what I'm seeing, or is that just the lighting?
Because he's using a dot. So the dot is gives you a number depending on the direction. Like if you go behind, it's going to be -1, and in front, it's going to be 1.
I see. So you get a gradient. You don't just get a oh yes, I'm facing that way, or oh no, I see.
Oh, and he's actually looking at this small sphere.
He's taking the dot product to a point, and then as he moves that point, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Procedural. There you go.
Yeah.
Procedural workflow. Now he can change the look of the the gradient, and that will change actually the look of the eyeballs that he's created. Oh, that's great.
It's so cute. I think he went for the kawaii, in fact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's why-
happy. I'm happy.
It's good to double check that.
He's mixing 3 of the themes together.
Yeah, he's already got a pretty involved graph going on there, I think. And even if some of those are areas that are not going to be used in the final, that's still quite a bit of
I haven't
nodes
seen
laid
that
down
node
already.
before. The quadrangulate, that's a new one.
Is that?
You see?
Quadrangulate.
I don't know that one.
No? Is it like the quadrimesher, but maybe maybe something more simple for that?
Yeah, interesting.
30 minutes, everybody.
Oof.
I know,
And
this
yeah,
is the fastest 45 minutes.
And yeah, Peter's been modeling his character, just VDBs to get the mouth going, because it's easy. It's really easy to do booleans with VDBs.
So
And
he's
doesn't
going.
crash as much.
So he's going to VDBs pretty quickly then, right? And then he's kind of integrating that into his workflow rather than doing all the stuff in Polygon land and then at the end putting it together into a VDB.
Exactly.
That's cute. It's very Mike Wazowski kind of look. Big green guy with an eyeball. And also, I noticed
smiley face from the 90s.
Oh yeah, from all those rave flyers. Also, his graph has sort of like hash marks behind it, or like crosses to kind of give you a little bit of sense of scale and alignment. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it snaps, I think.
You can also snap it if you want.
Okay.
Some people like that, yeah.
That's a pro move. You have to look that up.
But you can see instead it goes like a tree, and it's not as organized as the dots.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't organize for a battle. It doesn't matter if you organize your nodes or not. So don't.
Not yet, but I'm saying we should do a prize for prettiest graph.
Are we doing
for
a
no
code
reason?
review?
Yeah, that's right. Pretend you have to hand it off to somebody else.
Oh, he's using magnet.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see that.
Okay, sort of an older workflow, but it checks out. It's Metaballs and Magnets. Okay, yeah. So magnets and metaballs are a way to kind of interpolate a shape and sort of give you sort of a more organic look from just a few simple moves. And a magnet is a way to kind of control the way that the metaballs form the geometry. It's kind of like a way that they affect the geometry. So sort of an older workflow before you saw the rise of VDBs, but again, totally cromulent.
So should we have a look at Alvaro again?
Great.
All right, they have a big head. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
that's
There's
cool.
already
Right.
Yeah, that's
Look
really
at
cool.
that.
some nice pitch fuzz going. I don't know. Oh, nice.
Really good detail on the
Yeah.
little plants, little stems and little leaves and all.
Looks like a forest.
Oh, it's so cute. That's so funny.
I love this one.
That's great. And he's got a little bit of noise in there. And he looks like he's controlling the how's he controlling the direction of the growth of that stuff? Is that all a noise? Okay. Yeah, it is. All right. So he's got a noise and he's remapping that noise. So he gets really good control over it.
Yeah.
With the attribute noise. Now that's a really good way to add noise to an attribute, as the name would tell you. Super handy workflow. Something that used to be accomplished in a Wrangle or actually better than that in a VOP, but now there's a dedicated SOP for it, which is really easy to use.
Oh, you could use maps.
You could use mops. Absolutely. Recommended. Oh, that's a pretty good look. I like that.
So it has also worked the big head to have some kind of bevel inside to actually hold the microgreens. That's interesting.
Microgreens.
Oh, really?
I like that.
Okay, so now he's got the leaf at the end of the stem there, and he can control each of those individually. All right, there you go.
So do each of them get a different bend?
No, it's actually just the same band, but it got a different
Just
rotation
rotated?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's the rotation is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
it was cheap and it works.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Whatever works, it looks good.
Yeah,
That's very cool. I like the high detail on the leaves compared to the very low detail on the pig. That's very pleasing.
I like the kind of mullet feel that
Yeah.
it's starting to have.
It's a punk pig head.
He needs
Yeah,
a
he's ready to
piercing.
rock. Yeah. Yeah, put down punk for one of the next battles. Have that be one of the
Oh.
options.
I think we did that a while back,
We did. Okay.
but I think we can include it again. It's been a while. Write that down.
Oh, there I see what you're saying there, Remy, about the lattice. He's got like a poly wire on that on that pig.
It's just to get this as if there was a rebar on it on each edge.
There you go.
Just add to the geometric look.
It does. And are they all coming? Oh, I see. They're coming out of the polys that they're coming out of are sunken into the pig a little bit too. That's a great amount of detail.
Good way to actually add just detail for free.
25
Mhm.
minutes.
Okay, he's starting to look at coloring options. All right. Looks like maybe starting to think about shading it.
Probably. Should we have a look at Kevin?
Great. Yeah. Let's all look at Kevin Weber's screen here.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
Minecraft feature. It looks good as well. That's really
Yeah,
good.
Chia craft. I like it.
Pet.
That's super fun. There's the pet. Oh, and then he's going to make a base maybe. And then bonus if he puts particle fluid pouring into the pouring into it.
I'm wondering if the pitch fuzz that's inside is actually really colliding correctly with the part that's above.
Oh yeah. That will be I can't see it well enough to see whether it's intersecting or not.
That would be more work to do that.
I love the
would.
microgreens on this one.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
microgreens look great. Like,
Yeah, super good. My cat would eat those
Wonder if
and then throw them up on my plate.
I was just making a pot for the pot. Right.
Okay, that makes sense. A little bit of extra detail.
Water has to go somewhere.
Yeah, you don't want the water spilling out all over the place. So I'm not, because he's now working on the base, we're not able to kind of see inside the network to see how he did that. Maybe in the summary he'll walk us through just briefly how he kind of did the stems and the leaves on those things, because I think they look really convincing.
Yeah, they look really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could tell like if you ramp them up, you had like 10 times as many, just like super dense amount. They'd look really
Oh, we can
really
we can do that.
intense. Oh
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to get some sort of SDF propulsion,
Oh, so there you go.
Whoa.
but it gets
Okay.
it's kind of
I like that.
Oh, it gets a little wild.
It gets more geometrical.
Go crazy.
yeah, but it started like lifting up. I wasn't sure how to handle that.
It's repelling the base there.
Yeah, so I just turned it off because I was like, well, it's not really doing what I needed to do.
All right, so we have a look at Moin.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where Moeen has gone with his little pet. Oh, okay. Yep.
It's cute.
It's so cute. I don't know if it's a small dog or.
Yeah. It's a little fat little dog. I like it. Okay, so he's thrown in some vex here.
He's changing the size.
The randomness of the thickness, and then he's controlling that with a ramp based on the curve view. So it's like it's random, but it will always get a little thinner near the tip, for example.
It's oscillating between cute and punk.
Yeah. It's like stalagmites coming out of his cute pet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it has a stage and everything now.
Right.
We'll have some renders.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Oh snap.
Oh, okay. We're going to render after all.
I hope you
saved. You saved.
Save
it up.
You see a bright white screen, everyone
Yep.
panics.
The old eye bleach coming out.
Oh, where is my redshift tools? Hello? Could you be here, please?
There we go.
Looking for
we're about to have a plugin reinstall.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see rendering considered, starting to see some shading and some rendering from the various competitors. And
nice.
This can be a process that takes just as long or longer than the geometry too. So it's always good to see people starting to think about that early.
It depends. You can go for animation. Like don't spend everything just on the geometry and then you have 2 minutes just to try to present it. Sometimes it's better to try to to either animate or render it. But yeah, it's difficult if you don't have Redshift, because it's so fast to render with Redshift.
Yeah.
If you're there with Mantra, well, it take a while.
Horsey thing.
Yeah, if you're there with Mantra, then maybe you start a little earlier on the render.
You get 5 more minutes if you do some Mantra.
Yeah, you get
renders.
it extra. Yeah. For the Mantra faithful. So finding a good angle and sort of displaying the work, also very important. And like you mentioned, Remy's got a stage here too, so that's fun. So this will be kind of the whole package, I think.
It's looking cool.
Well, I think he did mention that he's working in commercials, so and that's how you present your product.
That's a good
nice
point.
Lighting.
Yeah.
You want a beauty shot or a pack shot? What do they call it? Actually, I haven't worked in commercials in a while, so.
My last commercial I worked on was I don't know, 13 years ago, maybe.
Was it for a Geopat?
Oh my God, no, even better. I think my last commercial was a flying condom.
Oh my
nice.
God.
And see why Peter mutes everyone.
Yeah, I said it before. If I was a competitor, I would have everybody muted. I would not be able to hear it. So my hat's off to those competitors who can listen to our nonsense.
Well, Peter doesn't. He knows.
He knows better.
He knows he should focus instead.
Yeah, that's better.
I think it's more fun when they talk, though.
I really like the way he's setting up his lights. He's setting up a nice bike light to enhance the all the. I don't know if it's a pitch fuzz on top because it's just stalagmites to me. But it does help to show the shape. Really helps.
Yeah, that sort of light to kind of pick out the individual spires there. Yeah,
and that's where having Redshift is really useful. That you get nearly a real-time preview of what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely good enough to help you make creative decisions after only converging for a second or two, which is really helpful in this fast-paced world of art.
So should we continue to Peter?
Yeah. Let's see. And so we were saying Peter doesn't listen to the stuff live, but he might be recording something.
He is.
I remember he does that sometimes as well. So he will probably have a play-by-play of his stuff available, which is always good to see. Yeah, he's getting some nice color on there.
Yeah, I'm liking that color.
And what's great about usually what Peter does, you could have done it with Houdini 13.
Yeah.
As I always say, he knows his nodes and he knows what he wants to do, and that's it. So
yeah, he's got his tool set. Yeah.
Think that I don't know if 13 had VDBs, but I don't think it was there yet.
That's cute.
But 13 had metaballs, so
that's a really
definitely good there.
Character.
It is cute and procedural too. So like we saw, he was sort of moving the point around. So it's like kind of almost rigged a little bit too. At least the eyes are just all in rigged in SOPs. Really interesting. Okay, and then he's got That's fun. So you can
controlled with a sphere.
A spiral.
And there's Louis' tool. He's using spiral.
Nice.
To make the hair. That's fun. That's a fun way to make the hair.
Spiral the labs node?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the
Okay.
labs node.
Very handy. One of the many very handy labs nodes that you get for free and very easy to integrate into Houdini. Side effects labs nodes.
Except no substitutes. Now. You can just click the in the installer now to just have it.
You just click a button. Can't beat it.
It's now added in with the Houdini directly. You don't need to download it on the side.
Oh, it's about time.
That's much easier because I think they started to introduce some compiled nodes. Since the API for compiling changes nearly at every Houdini version, that takes care of that. Just get the nodes that work instead of getting crashes.
We have 15 minutes, everyone. Less than 15 minutes.
And
so now we're starting to definitely get into the phase where everybody's considering their camera angles and their layout and stuff for the final renders. I don't know if anybody's planning on doing animation. Now would be the time for them to prep that, but I think we might have everybody kind of staying away from that.
I think I kind of want to see Peter's one animated, like
like hopping from foot to foot.
You could make so many of them.
That's true.
Like Mario, it could be in Mario. It's like some kind of punk Goomba.
Yeah.
I saw him looking at Kirby.
Yeah,
Kirby.
it looks like. Yeah, it looks like if Kirby ate the Joker.
That's funny. I haven't seen the magnet workflow for a long while, and that's so Peter, just bringing his own nodes.
Again, just kind of bringing in what works to get the job done there.
Yeah, it works.
So he's I think he's messing with the shape, the overall shape of the creature to get it sort of a little bit more narrowed on the bottom. And and then he's changing the scale to elongate it and stuff. Okay, so he's still playing with the scale of it a little bit, which again, with the power of Houdini, you're able to do. You can like put this together and then sort of experiment with some of the base shapes. And if you've built it in, the correct way, then everything will kind of follow along after that. And you're able to make sort of changes at a deeper level later on in the project. Not that you should, but in case you have to.
I'm not too sure what Peter's going for now. Looks like a seed, but...
Oh yeah, is it like an additional, maybe it's a word balloon or something. Maybe the creature's saying something. Maybe it's a nose. I don't know.
Or a light bulb.
Well, he's so fast. It's like watching on YouTube where they have the sped up things.
Yeah.
They like do it and then they speed it up 3 times or whatever.
Maybe he did that.
Ah.
He's been in talks with Deborah with the numbers and knew what was coming up.
Well, he did contribute one of the random seeds. I should have thought that was a conflict of interest. Let's see.
All right. Should we go back to Alvaro?
Yeah. Let's see where our punk pig is. Oh, we do have some animation. All right.
That's so cool.
Look at
Nice.
that.
Animation.
Nice.
Yo.
It's something.
What?
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, it's growing. I love it.
Colors are
Let's
great.
try to make it look good now.
Big
Yeah.
head, mohawk. That's growing. That's great.
You got some nice gradient on the pig head. That's always a great way to get some nice visual interest in there. Super good. Instagram
also
pig.
enhances the shape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Oh, that's terrific. And it's a nice. It's cool to know that those are all sort of the same twist. That just looking at it, it looks like all the stalks have like noise on them or something. But the fact that they're just different scales and different orientations lends so much difference to the shape. It's very cool. And I guess Alvaro's going to be doing mantra, I would guess.
No, I won't render it. Like how far are we? How long? How many times do I have?
Oh yeah, how much
I
time?
have like
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
10
again.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Should I try?
That's a
render?
tall
I
order.
don't know.
That's a tall order. Maybe just get a really good viewport.
Yeah.
Put the viewport with the shadows.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these aren't.
Maybe if it doesn't crash.
Or like with the floor or or inside of a box.
Oh, also there's a good trick. It's just to add the occlusion node. If you just want like some cheap shadows quickly
Oh,
made.
that's a
yeah.
good
No,
idea.
that was a slide.
That's cute. Yeah.
Let's see how this animation
That's
goes.
funny. We should do a viewport challenge. Just like everybody makes the best viewport render they can.
I got used with the Hula last year. In fact, Martini's not even finished, is it?
No, Mardini's got another couple days.
Wow, that went fast.
I didn't participate this time. No time.
No time.
No way I could do that.
No time. It's seeing some great work coming out of it. It's really, really fun when they run these events. Okay, some more gradient work.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing there, so I'll just quit it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It looks good, so I think we have a really good participation this time.
Yeah.
All look great. Should we have a look at Kevin?
Cool. Yeah. See what Kevin is up to. See if he's got that base completed.
Doing his pack shot. He's just changing the shapes. Since everything is procedural, it's like, well, I'm just going to change the shape and see the one I like. Or maybe animate it.
Looks like a very long lens on that. It almost looks like a orthographic view or something. There's just very little in the way of very little in the way of distortion on it, which is a cool way to do it.
The Sdf Force Node. I've never seen that one before. That looks fun.
That is something I designed.
That's your node?
Yeah, it's just a little thing that takes in an SDF and it lets you like push stuff out from it. A little bit.
That's
you can use it.
That's cheating a little bit, but you know.
You said micro tools were fine.
Okay.
At the beginning, was saying no renders, so that rule changed.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I am having a little problem. My monitor is rendering upside down. So
you just need a new render view and it'll work.
It's an Australian render view. That's why.
Yeah, new render view.
Okay. Doodly, where is that?
It's in
Mantra.
Mantra?
There you
go. That looks
never seen that bug. Why? Just
upside down. I have not seen that one before. Is that like an OpenGL thing?
It's like it's a bug, like the scene view bug, the render view bug, and you just have to.
Oh, there goes.
One.
Hey,
that looks great.
You do have some hardware in that thing. That is converging pretty quick. Do you have?
No.
No, I spoke too soon.
First pixels are fast.
Yeah.
I think also maybe because it's rendering, the playback is also not as good for Zoom.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
I'm wondering if that's one of the issues.
That's a good point. I wonder if it works the other way too, if the Zoom is influencing the render times.
Problems, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be difficult to render nicely with Mantra with such fine detail. You need a lot of samples, and
that's going to take a while.
We lost him.
Have a crash.
Oh, that's a crash.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't know if it's a crash, but we lost him off of Zoom. So. Okay, well, let's
have a look at Moeen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what Moeen's got.
Oh, looks great.
Nice lighting.
Oh yeah. Oh,
little
and
depth of field.
Bubbles with depth of field to add some.
Okay.
That's a nice addition.
Yeah, the bubbles are nice. Add a little bit of visual interest and help you understand that there's a little depth of field on it. Help you get a sense of scale a little bit. That's cool.
Really simple. Like would have that in IKEA. Like I would see that in the IKEA. Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah, IKEA pet.
Yeah.
I like it, and he's highlighting the green of the spine. So like composition wise, it's really cool too. It's kind of the green is popping out a bit.
In fact, that's something that I don't know if it's available in Houdini, just to have I forgot how it's called, the golden numbers for where to place things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the composition guides?
Yeah, I don't know if we have that in Houdini.
Yeah, I don't think I've run into that. I know that's in Cinema, and I think, yeah, like some of the renderers have it. But yeah, I don't know if that's in, I guess you make your own HDA for it. I've seen people do that. Difficult. You just parent stuff to the camera and then have it right in front there. Classic Houdini solution. We don't have that. You just build it. You just build it. You just put it together. It's fine.
No, even better. You ask Paul, he adds it to labs. There you go.
Yeah. Only if there's interest. If there's interest for it. So you have to make sure that there's interest.
Just for Houdini Battle. It's just an HD that's called Houdini Battle. Just to have the
exactly.
Camera.
Battle lines. The battle lines.
How much time?
3 minutes.
Yeah. 3 minutes. All
so
right.
We should have a look at Peter.
Okay. So we'll do a quick run around here.
Why?
Oh my goodness. He's doing some more dot product shading, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he just went for cell shading look. So that's why he's using dot product.
That's super cool.
I don't think there's a cell shading shader in Houdini, at least for Mantra. Maybe there is, but I...
It's like an explosion. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Really setting the scene there. That is cool. So he's using the dot product, and he's using a shading solution to get kind of a cell shading effect across. Yeah. That's super cool. Wow, that's really neat. And it leaves it open to be very art directable, because you can just change everything in SOPs really quickly. And in the viewport, you're going to see pretty much what it's going to look like in the render, so you have a good idea.
All right, let's have a last look at everyone.
Okay.
Let's have a look at Alvaro.
Okay, so what has Alvaro got for us? Oh my goodness.
I tried a really nice for loop there, but it was working, but it was too slow, so I have to get rid of it. I don't have enough time.
Well, you
would need like
made an animation. That's amazing.
No, that's great. Yeah, you got an animation, you got a turntable in there, you got a render. I consider that a render. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's not even like it looks good. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a quick look at Kevin.
Okay. No. Oh, he's back.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Now it's coming along.
Let that be the last thing you do, Kevin. You need that time for your render. There's one 1 minute left.
Like bucket by bucket.
Yeah. He's like, come on, you son
Come on,
of a bitch.
render. You got 3 minutes to go, but there's only 1 minute left.
I trusted my computer. It'll treat me right.
It'll get you there.
It's all just sky from here.
Finish the render, it's fine. And I guess let's
That
look
lighting
at
is
Moeen as
really
well.
good.
Okay, so I'll look at Moeen as well.
Damn.
And he's pulling
Depth of
into the
field.
station on his render too. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff in
Love
there.
that depth of field's great.
And bloom. Hey, you just added all the possible effects you can.
All the candy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see. I could
30 seconds.
The HDR got the flare going. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's a bit much. I think. That's pushing it a bit. I don't want to. Yeah.
15
I'm not gonna pull a
seconds.
Michael Bay on my little horse.
Aw. 8 seconds. 7, 6,
Yes, that's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mouse is
Yeah.
down. Mouse is
Mouse
down.
is down.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. Okay.
We have to stop. Did Peter stop? Oh yeah.
You gotta let Peter know.
It's like he's not focused anymore.
You're
Nice.
muted, by the way. Okay.
Nice, nice. Okay, Peter, come back.
Make sure to unmute yourself too.
Yeah, unmute.
There you go.
Okay.
Should we stop sharing our screens now?
No. Keep sharing. So now we're going to do a little review, each one to talk about your work. So Alvaro, 2 minutes each, everyone. You want to say something?
Okay, can I start?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I just went for the simple idea. I got this pig head and I made it like geometric with this remesh.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just painted like a mask to get the area that I was looking for here. Let me, I'm not sure if I can view it here. Yeah, so this is the area I was planning to grow the hair thing. And then I grouped it like, and did a pull extrude. And then I used this to create like just a fancy geometric simple stuff here. And then this same area here to scatter points. And then I created this geometric left thing here on the side and scattered it on those points. Then I just did a simple animation here. There's an animation on this noise, both of these noises here, and also here in this band. And yeah, and then I just merged it all together, and I think that's it.
Oh, great. Love it. Love it.
I did a fancy thing with for each here. It was giving a time difference between the growth of these things. I think it would look good, but it was super slow, so I just had to get rid of it.
Once you use a for each, especially with like that many iterations, it's going to be slow. Even if you compile it, usually.
Yeah, I was planning to compile. I was like, you know what? Never mind.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So next, let's see, Moeen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the final result. I decided that I should probably just go for something super simple and then focus on rendering because, yeah, I try to keep it all geometric, even the little chia seed stuff. I realize now I should have probably, that just looks like grass. It's maybe not the right shape, but eh. So what I did was just created the geometry for this firstly. Just a bunch of like copy to points and things. This one is for the legs and that, so keeping everything very low poly. And then a poly bevel, so that when I render it, it actually looks kind of faceted. Normal node, and then I did a VDB from Polygon so I could spray paint some lines onto the back of him. Just did a little bit of randomization and stuff over here. Added together, resample. So it gave a bit of noise to the grass and that. So yeah, has a little bit of shape to it. And then color variation and all of that. Joined it back together. Over here, background, I just did like a sphere, low frequency. blasted most of it out to have a bit of a background that's also faceted and geometric. Polybeveled that, so same style. And then I just put these little dust particles. They ended up looking like bubbles, so I went for bubbles. And yeah, so just added that to the background, super shallow depth of field, and then I just try to focus on rendering. So different color lights and stuff. And then, I think this is an art style that I've seen before, so I wanted to kind of try it out. Yeah, that's what I ended up with.
Love it. Fabulous.
Yeah, it's really, even the coloring of the lights is really well chosen, just to have the warm light on the left and a cold light on the right.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Complementary colors. And I didn't know they were seeds. That's such a neat concept.
Oh, they weren't supposed to be, but now that you mentioned it, they were seeds. Definitely.
I thought you said seeds.
that was a great idea from you. I can't even take credit for that. But thank you.
Yeah,
they were seeds. Totally planned all along.
Oh, love it. Love it. So good. So Peter and Kevin, can you share your screens again?
Yes. I can't share and also watch other people's screens.
Yeah. Oh, got it. No problem.
That makes sense.
No problem.
And I was like, well, am I gonna sit here like thinking about what they're saying and like trying to imagine it, or?
Yeah.
So I'll start sharing now.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah. Cool.
Great.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I thought, I wanted to honor your Kawaii team a little bit too, because it's been a while since I wanted to do that. So, geometric, it's pretty simple shapes, right? It's just spheres and sort of, but I also wanted to go with the, the Kia thing that threw me off was like, all right, the hair is gonna need to be the Kia thing. But then the pose and sort of the explosion, kind of like typical game cartoon kind of thing. I got inspired by Kirby, and by also I wanted to have the the cartoon shading, so the typical sort of toon shading. So nothing too difficult. It's literally, this one was a bunch of spheres composed together basically. If you there's nothing too special about it. The only thing that may be nice is to know is like if you're doing eyes or something like that, using a dot product. I like using spheres and then feeding my dot product through a ramp to calculate that. So you basically calculate your dot product and then from there map it to a ramp so that you basically get your colors mapped on as a constant, right? So as constant values, so that they nicely constantly fall off. In order to do that, you do need a fair amount of detail on your geo. That's why this geo does have quite a bit of detail. And then what else? Yeah, sort of the Boolean shaping stuff. So basically the mouth and the body and things like that. So notice that I turned off any kind of viewport lighting because that would mess with my hard constant colors. Go to VDB to smoothen it all out. Then same thing, right? So the same operation with the dot products, smoothing it out a little bit. Then we're doing that for the feet as well. And then basically the hair was literally just a selection of the polygons at the top, blasting those, basically making a scalp from it, copying a bunch of lines on top of there. I like using the same sphere with so this is kind of a nice little trick where you use your sphere, you put another sphere, but this one is a primitive. That means it has got a single point. I can use a single point to do an attribute transfer to create a fall off. And then from there, create the piece scale, also mess with the normals a little bit. I initially started with a line, but I thought a spiral is more fun. It's kind of like an afro kind of style, hairstyle or something. So I thought it was fun. And then put that in there, camera. This is where I start posing. And I was like, all right, I need something in the background to sort of, have him go away from something. So I basically started making myself a lobe of an explosion. Then we're starting to pose those, so scale this up a little bit, do a bunch of those, turn it into a VDB. I tried cloud briefly, but I was running out of time. So I was like, no, I'm just going to use polygons and a mountain. So that adds a little bit of distortion. Use the lab's occlusion node, which is nice to sort of get some occlusion shading, which is really nice because if you invert that shading, you get nice explosion heat kind of stuff. And then combine that together with the dot product, smooth it out a little bit, merge it in, and that's my thing. So
I like the way you could direct the eyes. Sorry.
No, I was not. I turned
because
it on.
I mentioned the occlusion node.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when I do this, I have to disconnect because it's just too much.
It's fine to focus. Yeah, I understand.
Peter, I like the way you were able to direct the eyes. We saw that earlier.
So so that's that sphere, right? So basically, you see that a few times in my setups. It's kind of like I have a sphere, which is a primitive sphere. And the only reason why I use primitive sphere, I could use an add with a point, but a sphere I can see in the viewport and it becomes like a rigging tool. So I basically have a little rigging tool. And then, if I move this thing around, right, then the eyes basically up there.
Nice.
Now, my background is with back in the day, cartoony rigging in Maya. So, that's
awesome. That's so cool. I love it. So fun. Kevin.
All right, give me just a sec. All right, going with a little bit more of a realistic approach. I realized that I didn't have any, hold on. Can I hear anyone? Can someone say something?
We hear you.
I can hear you.
We can hear
cool.
you.
I didn't hear anyone's microphones. All right, so I used to, a long time ago, I used to render with like Octane and stuff like that. And just lately, I have not been rendering at all for like the past year. And so I was like kind of caught off guard. I'm like, oh no, I only have Mantra and stuff like that. But basically, let's see, set up here just a quick little sky. I'm in the wrong network. I just started out with a cube, and then I scattered some cubes on top of that, different ones, Boolean some of them on and Boolean some of them off, so that, kind of a nice little cubic thing. Just use the group node to do the top faces, so that it only goes on top. Scattered. These are all the points are scattered onto. I just decreased a really nice way, because the scatter node usually like relaxes a lot initially. So I just usually turn the relax iterations down to like 1 to give it some nice, not as perfectly spaced look.
Also faster to compute. Remember, scatter can be really slow on heavy geometry if you have a lot of relax.
Totally. Randomized, I love attribute randomize. Has really nice control over different distributions and values inside there. So I use that to grow some lines at different heights, resampled them. I did a thing here. This is something I've been doing a lot, is where I'll kind of just use attribute noise to just make like a big thing. And then I'll kind of blend it with like with an attribute. So here I have a little fall off where I can control how, where on the stem that it is applied to. This is a little custom node. I was told micro tools were okay, so
yeah, you're good.
I made a little VDB, just a low res VDB, and then this Sdf Force kind of takes the SDF and it just pushes. If it's inside, it just kind of pushes it out. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a physical quality. You can see the difference there.
That's cool.
After that, I scattered leaves onto it. So these are like the simplest little leaves. It's just a sphere that I clipped, transformed, mirrored into like a little, 2 thing. I had to rotate it so that it matched. And then these.
And they look great once they have a lot of them. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
They look like little pea plants or something, like little shoots from a pea leaf.
Yeah. So they kind of got a nice little thing going on. I probably could have spent more time like flattening out and making it a nice like actual leaf shape, but it kind of looks, it's geometric, right? It's a sphere, it's geometric.
I like it.
And then I just merged that back with this. Here, let's see if we can see the Sdf Force, if it's working well. You're only going to be able to see it where it's like intersecting with stuff. So probably right here. Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy, but sometimes it gives you a nice, here you can see it's kind of pushing stuff out from the.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it adds something. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
See
it's a nice render
again?
too.
Yeah, let's see the render.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Yeah,
Did
I just
you have
had
like
to,
a long lens on there or something? Like it was like way zoomed in?
only 100 millimeters. As a photographer, I used to be a photographer a long time ago, and I had 100mm prime lens, and I just used that to shoot like half my stuff. I went extreme. I had a 100mm prime and I had a 14mm prime, and so I was always switching back and forth between
Either
those.
or.
Yep. So I just kind of like that. I didn't get any depth of field, but I probably could have. But it's nice to see the nice to see the detail.
Definitely.
And I just increased the diffuse bounces on Mantra to like 2, just to give it some nice stuff.
In fact, since you merged everything, like the shader for the greens is the same as the pot, isn't it? It's just different.
All I did was viewport color. I just colored stuff. Yeah, no subsurface scattering here. Yeah, I wasn't really too concerned about the output as much as making it, I guess. So I kind of threw it together at the very end.
Awesome. Well, it's gorgeous. Well, thank you everyone for sharing. Now it's time to vote. So please, audience, go to the poll channel. Hopefully you see that.
Discord.
In Discord. Okay, people are already voting, so let's all view. And remember, you can vote for more than one person.
Are battlers allowed to vote? Or is that weird?
Yeah, why not? I don't. If anyone has any objections, you can declare them now.
Maybe that's weird because we all just vote for ourselves, and that's it just throws it. So
it's always difficult. For me, it's always the hardest part. Who am I supposed to? And you know what?
And which parts of it are you supporting? Are you supporting the creation or the output? Yeah.
It's kind of useless to the end result, but yeah, I actually enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, this was great.
It's been close.
Yeah, and if everyone could share their screens again, just really quick, so people can review. But we're getting there. Might have a tie.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Need some music for this part too.
Right.
Yeah, here's where they put the battle music in.
Yeah, exactly.
We actually could use a Houdini Battle theme.
Yes. Anyone want any musicians out there?
We got any musicians that want to help us out a little bit? Anybody got any ideas?
Be like the Pokemon battle music.
Oh,
that would
cute.
Be great.
We need it in the beginning and the end. Maybe like a gunshot for the start your timers.
But this part, the part when we're waiting for the votes, needs to be like the Jeopardy theme.
Oh man, not so close anymore.
Alvaro's getting so many votes, and I didn't even see his because I didn't know that I was supposed to stop sharing screen to see them. I was just sitting there nodding, like, yeah, I didn't see it.
Well, everyone can see the poll, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's kind of like popcorn. You gotta wait for the popping to stop a little bit.
I make popcorn all the time. Popcorn's one of my favorite things right now.
Oh, yeah.
Is a whirly pop stovetop is the best. I tried it in the Instant Pot. I was really excited to try it in the Instant Pot. Does not work. Don't try it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Too bad.
It doesn't get hot enough, and so you just end up with like 20 popped kernels, and the rest are just like burnt from burning too slowly, and just have to throw it away.
What is this?
Slow roasted popcorn doesn't really work.
Yeah. I tried it so many times too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it right this time, and like, no. So I finally, whirly pop is the way to go.
Okay, well, I think the popcorn has stopped popping, and we have a winner, Alvaro.
Alvaro. That was
right.
so
Good job, Alvaro. Good job, everybody. Amazing. Such a great job.
Great job.
Yeah.
You guys won against Peter. That's a feat.
I know.
That's good stuff.
That's crazy.
He threw it on purpose. He wanted to give someone else the limelight for this one.
So if everybody
I was having fun with my little sphere.
You were. And watching you work is incredible. You are so fast.
Putting down notes is like
boom, boom, boom.
having a stroke.
Okay. So
Super cool.
I stopped everyone sharing so we could all say goodbye.
So
thank you
Deborah,
everyone for participating. Everyone loves to watch you work, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Post the images and the files, right?
Yeah, please post all your files in battle files, images and battle files as well. And I'm just going to upload the raw video now, so you guys will have it immediately. Thanks, Justin, for that. It's really cute. And yeah, so we'll see you on Discord. And yeah, please chat on Discord from now on. We're going to just have it all in one place. So see you guys on Discord.
Sweet. Yeah. Congratulations, Alvaro.
Congratulations, everyone.
Awesome stuff.
Great work, everybody. So much fun to watch. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
See ya.